I got extorted in the Dominican Republic for the equivalent of 87 cents. Here's the story. So this is pretty recent. I went to the Dominican Republic in April or May of this year, 2025. And I went out there to shoot hazard lights. If you know me, if we're going to the Caribbean, we definitely leave in the tourist area. And yeah, so I was staying in the capital of the Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo, and I stayed in like some regular hotel, nothing like fancy, like no resort, nothing, just a Dominican hotel. They looking at me like, why am I even there and shit? You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, so it's like day two. I'm out there shooting. One of my bros from the States, he was out here too, but he was in another city named Santiago that was like 3 hours away from where I'm staying. And he said he got a few artists up there. If you want to drive up there, he got an Airbnb. Um, you know what I mean? Pull up. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. Let's pull up. So yeah, man, I get all my stuff ready. Get in the car. I drive 3 hours. Yeah, it's about 3 hours, maybe like two and a half for real. From Santo Domingo to Santiago, and I'm going through all these small towns. Again, I'm a full American. I'm not Dominican. I know a little Spanish. Like I studied Spanish back in 2018 type shit to about 2021. Like really learned the language type shit, but I never became fluent. But like I can understand certain things that like your average person won't. Your average person just won't know unless they speak Spanish. So yeah, I get to Santiago. Finally get there. Uh, I see these soldiers or cops. I can't tell. Some people in the comments said those weren't cops. Those are soldiers. Some people argue that they were cops. I don't know. The point is, I see these authorities on the side of the road, and they telling me like pull over. Now, this isn't my first time getting pulled over in the Caribbean. I went to DR back in 2023 as well to do hazard lights. I just never did it on this scale, like actually travel to different places. Uh, and also been to Jamaica one time for hazard lights, and also got pulled over there. So yeah, it's not my first time getting pulled over in the Caribbean. Happens every time I go and I drive. So yeah, I know to keep American money like with me just in case for these situations. But I decided to tempt fate. You know what I'm saying? I had like Dominican pesos and I had an American. I had a whole stack of ones for the most part. Like I was going to the strip club or something in the center console. Uh, but yeah, the soldier pulls me over. I'm waiting. He comes up to the window. He's asking me like, at first I think I say is I'm American. People saying, "Yo, you shouldn't have told him you was American, bro." As soon as I speak, you're gonna know I'm not like, like even if you don't know I'm American, you're gonna know I'm not from DR. So what are you talking about? You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, I told him I'm American. He was like, "Oh, see." He was asking if I had Amo de Fuego. I didn't know, like, I know Spanish, but I know a lot of proper Spanish. I didn't know the slang for, like, Amo de Fuego. I didn't know he meant gun until, like, he just told me and said, Pistola. And I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? I don't have any guns, that and the third. Then right after, he asked me, he was like, Coca-Cola para nosotros, which means, like, Coca-Cola for us, like, referring to him and the guards. And I'm like, this is one of the moments, you know what I mean? So at first I'm thinking to say, all right, let me just give him like a single or something. But I'm like, nah, I felt like I was being singled out. And I was, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, let me play the game a little bit. I was like, no tengo mucho. I don't have like a lot. So I pulled out the Dominican pesos. They didn't even open the center console with American bills. Pulled out Dominican pesos. I gave him like a 500. I think it was like a 500 and a 500 Dominican peso, not 500 USD. Just to clarify that if anyone confused. The way that like the Caribbean counts money is a little different. If you've never been out there, it's like 500 is a low denomination of a bill out there type shit. So I gave him that. He took the joint. People tell me that's like the equivalent of 87 cent. And yeah, man, I got extorted for a Coca-Cola. You know what I'm saying? But this is where it gets a little mixy. You know, well, a little interesting because You think that'd be the end of the situation? So at this time while I'm driving, I got my 360 camera on the dashboard and I'm recording the whole time. So like I got all of this on camera. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play the video either after this or like below somewhere. I'm gonna figure it out. But yeah, I'm recording the whole time. So I got that whole interaction on video. I got the interaction after. So I'm also vlogging and all that. You know what I mean? So like just posting shit on my Instagram, etc. So I said, hey, I finally get to the Airbnb, meet up with my boy, relaxing a little bit, waiting for the artist to pop up. And I said, hey, let me post it. Let me edit and post right quick. I put it on my page. Now I was only expecting maybe like 1,000 likes tops. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy. And then I posted it, right? So I'm not really paying attention to my phone for like a few, maybe like an hour or so. I go back to my phone. That shit is on like 2,000 likes. I'm like, all right, got a little more than I expected. This is where it really gets interesting. I get tagged in a news article, like a Dominican news article on IG. I forgot the names of the joints, but I'll post them like as well too. I definitely screenshotted them. But like basically like, yo, this American tourist has been pulled over and got extorted for money, this, that, and third. So that news article posting it, that news article posting it. Now my post is going super viral. Like I look back again, I'm on like 7,000 likes. And mind you, this has been only maybe 2-3 hours. And I'm still in the town where this just happened. You feel what I'm saying? This, when I say this only happened 2-3 hours, like it's also only happened 2 or 3 hours before I even posted. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in the town of Santiago, or city of Santiago, and this is going super viral. So I'm like, oh man, these guards aren't gonna like this if they see me on the road again. You know what I'm saying? And like where I was at in Santiago, like I didn't see too many nice cars, and not that I had a super fancy car, but the rental car is pretty like clean. So I saw a lot more like beat up cars, etc. So that makes you stand out. So I'm like, oh, these guards are definitely gonna see me. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't got no tint on the window, no nothing. So I asked my boy, like, yo, I can just, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to intrude or nothing, but like, can I just spend the night type shit, leave in the morning? He's like, all right, that's cool, no problem. So yeah, I leave at like 7, maybe it was like even 6 a.m., 6:30, 7 a.m. Cause I was a little paranoid. Cause now everything's going viral. By the way, when I wake up, that shit is already posted in mad different news articles. Uh, I'm getting tagged in certain things. I'm getting mad followers at the same time, mad messages. Just everything's going viral, but just in DR. Like I'm going super viral in DR. I'm not gonna say for the wrong or right reasons, but for a reason I didn't expect. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm going viral to the point, because like after I make it back to my hotel, because again I have to take another 2.5-3 hour drive back to Santo Domingo, and I get back to the hotel. The receptionist, he was like ven acá. And he's pointing to his phone like, I seen you on TikTok. Like I'm on TikTok now. You know what I'm saying? He's showing me the post of me going viral just a few hours ago. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn. Luckily, this is my last day at this point in DR. So like, I'm a little paranoid, but I'm like, all right, I'll probably be all right. That happened 3 hours away from here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still enjoying the time. I'm still going out and shooting with artists and shit. So yeah, it just keeps going viral and more viral and more viral. I'm like, damn. So now my Dominican friends are getting word from me back in New York, and they hit me up like, yo, why my mom showed me you getting pulled over. Yo, it's going nuts. Fast forward again. I get on the airplane, go back home, and as I'm landing, I hear the audio from my video. I don't know who's playing it on the plane, but you know what I mean, we coming from DR, it's going viral in DR. You know what I'm saying? I hear the audio though, like I was like, fuck, this shit really, really went crazy. And just to even fast forward it again, like I live in like a pretty Dominican area, and I went to the gym one day, and this is back in the States. Some Dominican guy coming to me, just showing me the phone and shit. I'm like, nah, this shit really went crazy. There was a few comments in there saying, yo, why did I even go over there? You barely know the language. I say just do shit, bro. Just do shit. You know what I'm saying? Granted, that wasn't the goal, but just do shit, bro. Like just do shit. You know what I mean? Uh, I'm a very adventurous person, so I like getting into shit. I like seeing new things. I like seeing other cultures. I fuck with Dominicans heavy. Uh, they fuck with me. Yeah, so that's why I did it. I really did it just to go out there for my platform, shoot. I got that done. I ended up shooting with artists like Louis Brown, Jordan Ozama, a few others too that I can't think of off top, but it was a fun experience. I want to go back out there. Hopefully not, you know what I mean, not get in trouble with the guards or nothing. I might avoid Santiago. Uh, it was fun though. It was fun. I say if you're gonna do these types of things, definitely keep American money with you. Travel with somebody. I was traveling alone, but if you travel alone, fuck it, man. You know what I mean? Just you gotta know how to move. Also learn Spanish. You know what I'm saying? I know a little bit. Yo entiendo más que hablo. Understand more than I can speak. But nah, yeah, I know a little Spanish. I learned in about 2018. I was really taking it serious. I was on the Duolingo. I listened to the music. Artists like J Balvin, Ozuna, uh, Anuel. Uh, then I'm from New York, so I got like mad Spanish friends. They help me a lot too. Especially like when I'm trying to figure out how to say something, I'll call them type shit. But yeah, I got extorted in the Dominican Republic for 87 cents. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. It just, I definitely wish I would have waited on posting like the actual footage until I left. You know what I'm saying? Don't do what I did. Again, I didn't expect it to go that viral, but it just news article after news article after news article was just posting it. It was wild. Oh, and there was one last thing actually. When I was still in the city, in the towns and shit, because my man's he get money and all that shit, so he had some security with him, and security had pointed it out to him type shit, and then told him like, "Yo, wasn't wasn't that the guy who was just with us? Like, you know what I mean? Pointing at my article like, yo, we was just with him. Uh, yeah, it was wild. It was wild. It was wild, and I would definitely do it again. Hopefully that soldier guy ain't get fired, but hey man, you can't be asking for Coca Colas, man. But yeah, it is what it is.